John, thanks and good to have you. And I'm curious, you really were behind a movement of your own about Made in America, literally the name of the show.
Right.
Why did you become so involved?
Well, I grew up in a factory town, Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I recognized early in my life that we're a nation of talented, skilled people who make things, who invent things, who fabricate things, who repair things. That's the real strength of America. And I wanted to do this show, first off, for that reason, to give dignity and respect for the essential workers. It's actors and sports celebrities really aren't essential. Well, it's nice that we're here, but if we disappeared tomorrow, the country wouldn't skip a beat. But if we got rid of the welders, the carpenters, the plumbers, the truck drivers, we'd grind to a halt.
John, I know growing up you witnessed this firsthand as a young boy. Your mother worked in a factory?
My mother worked in Remington Arms, and my father drove a truck.
And how did that impact you, witnessing their determination, their dogged work every day?
Well, I got my first job at 9 years old, and I've been working ever since. But while I was doing my show Made in America, what I also discovered is that when you buy a T-shirt that's made in China, your local T-shirt company closes down. Well, what also closes down is your pizza place, your muffler shop, your local drugstore, because they relied on the workers of that factory to make a living.
A big point that economists make is, we have to survive in this global economy. The U.S. is aware of that. We've got to take part in it, engage in trade. But one of the stats that they point out, and I wonder what you think of this, John, is that if every American spent just 1% more in the next year on American goods, it's about $64, we could create 200,000 new American jobs right now.
Yeah, well, statistically we can. Practically it's going to be a lot more difficult because we canceled shop courses years ago. So now children get out of high school without the ability to read a ruler. Whereas before, 30 years ago, everybody had some kind of a skill. They understood what a pipe wrench was, a ball peen hammer, a Phillips screwdriver. And now that's becoming very rare. I did a talk in Pittsburgh the other day, and somebody came up to me afterwards and said, this is Pittsburgh, mind you. They came up and said, I can put 10 welders to work tomorrow. I can't find one.
Wow.
So regardless of how many jobs are available and opened up, you also have to have the people to fill those jobs. And that's why it's important that we let our children go out and play, to fix their bicycles, to climb trees, build tree houses, and reinstate vocational training back in schools nationwide. Otherwise, we're going to grind to a halt.
And I want to ask you a little bit about your role that everybody knows you for. Obviously, people know you as Cliff from Cheers, and such a huge part of that show was about community.
How does this song end? I don't know. I think it just kind of keeps going till one of us drops.
And I wonder
Right.
if that's part of, what you go around and talk about, not only Made in America, but the community that we're all a part of, the people down the street, the business across the way.
Yeah, we're a tight weave. The fabric of us, the community of the United States of America, we're woven in together very tightly. And your job, whatever your job is, I don't care what it is, whether it's a reporter, you make shoes, you deliver mail, whatever it is, your job is going to be more secure because you're buying things made in America.
John, you're not surprised when you hear this whole series has struck a chord.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all, because people, I think, are starting to realize that they're putting themselves out of work. When you get up and you turn on your lamp that's made in Malaysia, to the sound of your alarm clock that's made in India, and you're driving your car that was made overseas, going to look for a job in America, what do you expect?
Well, John Ratzenberger, thanks so much for watching our Made in America, and thanks to John and to Cliff, as many people still know you. We appreciate your time.
Well, and thank you for the work you're doing. I really applaud it.